It really was nothing short of an epic regular season finale. Northwestern outlasting Michigan 13-12 to claim the Big Ten women's lacrosse regular season title for the second straight year, third time in the past 4 seasons. Stars shined as they always do for the Cats. Izzy Skane, Aaron Kuykendall, Dylan Amonte leading the way for the top-ranked Wildcats. It is time for your big stat. NU closing with 5 straight wins to earn the top seed in the Big Ten tournament and a bye into next week's semifinals, which will coincidentally be played in Evanston. Cats have had a hammerlock on the nation's #1 ranking this year, while Izzy Skane, already the Big Ten's all-time leading goal scorer, closes in on the all-time NCAA scoring record. And we are thrilled now to head to Evanston. Welcome in Kelly Amonte Hiller, head coach of the Wildcats. Kelly, I know you've won a lot of championships, regular season, tournament title, NCAA. They're all special for different reasons. What made this one stand out over the weekend?
Well, I think just having to go play a very tough team on the road. Obviously, the Michigan head coach, Hannah Nielsen, played for us, is an absolute just unreal coach, worker, person. And, it was pretty special to have that battle against our 2 teams to fight for the championship. And, it could have gone either way. And we were fortunate enough to have it go our way.
It was such a phenomenal back and forth game. Scoring runs by both teams, great defensive stands for long stretches by both teams. How do you best describe the quality of lacrosse that we saw?
Well, I think the Big Ten is on top this year. It's pretty exciting to see how we've fared against our out of conference play, and Michigan is one of the top team in the country. You go down the line, you've got Maryland, Penn State, you've got Hopkins, and you really anyone can win on any given day, and that's really what you want as a conference. I hope that positions us really well as a conference down the stretch for the NCAA tournament as well.
Dylan Amonte scores the game winner. She knew all along and seemed to really embrace the extra pressure that would come with playing for you, playing at Northwestern with that last name. What about her personality, her mental makeup allowed her to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I think Dylan, her whole career has been one of the smarter players on our offensive end. She's just really steady and reliable. But I think as of late, last year, towards the end of the season, and now this year, she's really finding a new level of confidence where she's not afraid to take risks. She's going to go out there. She's going to put her shots away. And it's been really cool to see her progression, and just really proud of her and the rest of the offense for making things happen.
Michigan obviously focused early in the game on shutting down Izzy Skane. It is rare that she doesn't find the net in a half. She was shut out in the first half. Then she finds a way to score a hat trick in the second half. She is now 7 goals away, I believe, from the all-time NCAA record. What's the legacy that she's ultimately going to leave, not just on your program, but on women's college lacrosse in general?
Well, I think for us, she really helped us kind of get it over the top. She has a tremendous level of, fearlessness and confidence, and she's learned over the years in our program really how to stay steady and not let setbacks and not let all of the defensive attention or pressure that she's getting impact her. And so I think for us, she has a massive impact. And then just across the country, I think that you're seeing this year there's so much incredible talent and parity within our sport, and Izzy is just kind of a mainstay of who people know, and she's performing at such a high level. It just attracts more people to our game, and it's really exciting the time that we're in right now.
She is once again, of course, on the list to win the Tewaaraton as the nation's best player. Madison Taylor, Aaron Kuykendall there as well. Now, Aaron and Izzy have been with you together for 5 years. Izzy a 6th year, Aaron a grad student. What's it been like to coach that duo for the last 5 seasons?
Yeah, it's almost it's hard to imagine one without the other. So it's just really fun. They play off of really well off of each other. They're best friends. And they want the best for each other. They want to make each other look good, as well as our other players like Madison Taylor and Dylan and you go down the line. So when you have a group like that that wants to make each other look great, you can't help but have some success.
You did mention Hannah Nielsen, who obviously a national champion 4 times, I believe, herself, to Wharton Award winner herself, playing for you at Northwestern. And even though Michigan fell for a 16th consecutive time to your program, the Wolverines are clearly on an upward trajectory. How much pride do you take in seeing your former players like Hannah succeed in coaching?
Yeah, it's incredible to watch her kind of take hold of this program and just really bring it to the top of the lacrosse world. We talk a lot, and as well as I talk with Tim McCormick from Hopkins, who was a former assistant of mine. And I take incredible amounts of pride. There's a lot of connections amongst the coaching group within the Big Ten, and I'm just proud of those connections and proud of to be part of, the legacy of lacrosse that's helping this game grow and get to the next level.
Coincidentally, you could play Michigan again in the semis. You'll play the winner of Michigan and Johns Hopkins. Now, it's interesting because you just saw Michigan, but it's been over a month. Hopkins was your first conference game of the year. How does that kind of affect your pregame scout as you, I assume, get ready for both teams?
Yeah, I mean, I think this week we're just really trying to focus on us getting better and kind of moving the ball forward. We've played all of the conference opponents and we kind of have a great familiarity with them. So now it's just kind of us sharpening up our skills, seeing what we can do to be our best self. And then, on Saturday evening, we find out who our next opponent is, whether it's Johns Hopkins, who we haven't seen in a while, or Michigan, who we saw last week. I mean, Michigan and us have made a habit of kind of seeing each other week after week. Same thing last year. We played in the Big Ten tournament, and then a week later, they were coming to us for the NCAA. So this is a common theme, and we know that if we want to be great, we have to get through the best, no matter which Big Ten team it is.
All right, Kelly, let's finish here. I mentioned that the semis and finals are in Evanston this year. That's got to be really special for players like Izzy and Aaron and Dylan and others who will be finishing their careers at the end of this season. I know you don't necessarily want to think about that for them right now, but how cool is it to be able to do it in your backyard?
Anytime we get to play at home, it's a huge advantage. We have an incredible fan base and following in Evanston, and hopefully we can make it a great environment for all 4 teams, and we're just really blessed and excited to host.
Those semifinals to be played on Thursday, May the 2nd. Kelly Amonte Hiller of the recently crowned, once again, regular season champs of Big Ten women's lacrosse, Northwestern. Kelly, always great to catch up. Best of luck in the tournament.
Thank you so much. Go Cats.